Call upon Helen Goodman to move the motion.
I beg to move that this House has considered the matter of freehold estate fees. I'd like to begin, of course, by saying what a pleasure it is to see you in the chair this afternoon, Mr Hollowbone. The residents of Hazelbank in Canny Hill, in my constituency, first brought this issue to my attention. I'm very grateful to them and to homeowners in the Burton Woods, Durham Gate, Grangefields, Mirrington Park, Midridge Vale and Moorcroft developments who've shared their experiences with me. I also wish to thank Cathy Priestley and Halima Ali from the Homeowners' Rights Network campaign group Hornet. It's a national campaign group.
I congratulate my honourable friend and North East colleague on securing this really important debate and her bill, of which I am pleased to be a co-sponsor. And I'm also pleased to add my thanks and commendation for the work of my Great Park constituent, Cathy Priestley, who she rightly mentions as she has worked really tirelessly to raise awareness of these issues. And does she agree with me and Cathy Priestley, my constituent, that one of the key concerns for private homeowners is the sheer lack of transparency in terms of the charging brought forward through these developments and the lack of transparency about exactly what it is homeowners are paying for?
My honourable friend is absolutely right. The lack of transparency is a significant problem, and I did a survey, and it's a problem across the entire country, Mr Hollowbone. I thought that this survey was going to be for people in Bishop Auckland. I got responses from Ulster to Plymouth, so we can see from that what a massive problem this is.
Can I congratulate her on securing this debate? She mentioned Greenbelt, and I've had a problem in my constituency that goes back 16 years when a group purchased houses from Bellway, and the adjoining land is administered by Greenbelt. And since then, they have found year by year they have been paying fees for the very basic administration of that, and the company has failed to take the remedial measures necessary to prevent the area from becoming a centre for antisocial behaviour. The residents have complained. One has been to court but lost the case. Does she agree with me that there needs to be more transparency when freeholders buy their property from the developers? And secondly, an cheap adjudication system that ensures that the balance of interest between the freeholders and the companies is far more even than it is at the moment?
Yes, of course. There needs to be more transparency. There needs to be a system of redress, as my honourable friend says, and there also needs to be some rules of the game about the standard to which the estates are built in the first instance. The Freehold Properties Management Charges and Shared Facilities Bill, which I introduced in November, recommended 3 changes for homeowners already caught in this trap. Firstly, it would cap and regulate estate maintenance fees to give homeowners financial stability and to allow them to buy and sell their homes knowing that costs cannot increase indefinitely. Secondly, it would introduce measures to ensure that shared spaces are maintained to a proper standard, perhaps through something similar to the New Homes Ombudsman. Thirdly, it would contain provisions for residents if they chose to opt out of their management company and to self-manage if this is what they wanted to do. For estates yet to be built, the planning regulations need to be tightened to require them to be built to an adoptable standard. Local authorities are currently often willing to adopt the spaces in exchange for an agreed sum from the developer to cover upkeep for a fixed period. For example, Durham County Council asked for 15 years' worth. This is a reasonable ask of an industry which can afford to pay its CEO bonuses of £75 million. Many of these estates were built with support from the government's Help to Buy scheme, financed by taxpayers. I'd like the Minister to tell us this afternoon that the Government is going to stop providing this support to any development using this model. Will the Minister also refer the mis-selling aspect of this to the Financial Conduct Authority to investigate the mis-selling, and to the Law Society to strike off lawyers who have unethically worked in the interests of the property dealers while taking fees and purporting to work for the home buyers, with those who have saved hard for their homes bearing an unfair burden and builders treating them as a cash cow? Homeowners do not want sympathy and understanding. They want action, and they would like to see action now. I hope the Minister will be able to make a clear timetable commitment this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to hearing his response.